Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road in Conway. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events right here in Horry County. With your hosts Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in Conway, it's on right here.
Hello everybody, welcome to Carolina and Company Live. We're on the campus of Coastal Carolina University and we're on the road for the Conway Chamber. Isn't this a beautiful campus?
It absolutely is, and there's so much energy here at CCU. All the students are back now. Over 10,000 students they met their goal for this year, and it's going to be a great show. We're going to learn so much about this campus.
That's right, and a lot more coming up. You stay with us. We're on the road in Conway at Coastal Carolina University.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road in Conway.
Hello everybody, welcome to Carolina and Company Live. We're on the road in the Conway area, and guess where we are today? Right here at Coastal Carolina University, and we're going to find out a lot about this school because let me tell you, this school is growing.
That's right, we're in Conway at basically the heartbeat of Conway, CCU, and we are with President David DeCenzo. And David, tell us about winning the national championship. I mean, what an incredible time for this school and for you. How was that?
Well, you're absolutely right. It was incredible. You know, the entire process of going through the Big South Conference, up through the regional, super regionals, and into Omaha. It was one of those surreal moments. That last pitch, I think time just stopped as we watched it play out. But you know, the heart and soul of our baseball team just came through loud and clear. And you know, as I've said to a lot of people, it really was a throwback to what college sports was about. You know, these amateurs that came together, they had a drive, they wanted to win, and it came to fruition.
I mean, everybody anticipated. Everybody was there in front of the TV every night.
Absolutely.
Watching. I mean, we were supposed to go somewhere. We canceled it where I could watch the last game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then it got rained out.
I know it.
Next afternoon.
But it's just amazing. You know, Coastal has done so much and it improved so much. And right now you're talking about, looking at the new year. What are you going to look at for your goals and all for this year?
Well, the biggest thing that we have going is we just finalized our new strategic plan that will take us through 2021. And so while we had a good plan in place from 2008 through really today, it's time to start working the new plan. And there's some tweaks to the plan that we've put in place. We've identified some really good metrics to evaluate ourselves as we move forward to take this university with quality to about 12,500 students.
Wow, and you've exceeded the 10,000 student mark already,
right.
So that's your next goal.
That's our next goal.
That's
right.
fantastic.
And we anticipate it will be in the probably 2024 time frame that we should hit the 12.5.
All right, there's so many improvements going on here, the building and changing and remodeling. Y'all are doing so much right here.
Well, and again, I have to thank the voters of Horry County. So much of this is a function of the penny sales tax, and without that, we wouldn't be able to provide these beautiful buildings that are enhancing our academic community.
All right, and quickly tell me about Feel the Teal. It's something you did about 4 years ago, right?
Feel the Teal is our customer service student success program. And what I wanted to do was to find ways to do things faster, friendlier, and easier, and create a customer service mindset and a culture on this campus so that anybody who steps on this campus feels that they're welcome, that they can get questions answered, and it's just been a phenomenal program that we put in place. You know, when we started it, there were a handful of universities that really focused on customer service. They're probably getting close to 90 now.
Wow.
And a lot of them have been in touch with us asking us how we're doing it.
Y'all are doing a great job, I promise you that. I promise
thank you.
All right, we got a lot more coming up on the road right here at Coastal Carolina. Stay with us, a lot more coming up.
The Conway Chamber of Commerce is committed to supporting our local businesses and enhancing the quality of life for all of our area citizens. We work diligently to promote positive economic growth, the promotion of tourism, the development of transportation, and excellence in education in Conway and throughout Horry County.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road in Conway.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're on the campus right here of Coastal Carolina University, and we're on the road with the Conway Chamber, and this is where we are today.
That's right, and we are with Dr. Debbie Connor and also Austin Nichols. And Dr. Connor, you are the Vice President for Campus Life and Engagement here at CCU. Tell us what you're doing outside of the classroom for student engagement.
We are making sure that students, no matter what their interests are, that they have an opportunity to be engaged. Whether that's in intramurals, campus recreation, whether it's in student life and clubs and organizations. We have 200 clubs and organizations for students to choose from, and they're very active. We also provide a lot of civic engagement opportunities. So our students really like to be involved in community service. So we spend a lot of time making sure that our students are paired with outside agencies to do those types of things.
Awesome. And Austin, as SGA President, what's your most important work here on CCU campus?
I believe my most important work is ensuring that our students' voices are heard, ensuring that their voices are and their opinions are respected and they're represented here. And that's going to be my job. That's my most important work, is getting that across, and also ensuring that our campus grows in the areas of diversity, inclusion, through our works of the student organization team, SGA, and other student organizations.
All right. What year is this for you here?
This will be my last year.
Your last year?
Yes, sir.
Where are you from originally?
Anderson, South Carolina.
Right down the road.
Yes, sir.
Right down the road. Dr. Connor, what would you like community to know about student life here at CCU?
Our students are very active. They're active not only on this campus, learning to be better people, taking leadership positions, being involved, but they're also very involved in our community. And one of the things we tell our students is when they leave here, not only will they make CCU a better place, but they're going to make our area community a better place as well.
Well, your hands are full when you're dealing with over 10,000 students.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
You stay busy, I'm sure.
And luckily, they're great students.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, and there's so much to do in this area, and getting the kids out into the community is so important. What are some areas that you guys work in? Community service type events?
For myself personally?
Yeah, sure.
I've worked, political campaigns with student organizations on campus. We've done various community service events. We raise food, about 500 pounds of food for the local homeless shelter, about $600 for Mothers Against Violence of Myrtle Beach. And that was just one organization. There's many other student organizations who do the same.
Yeah, so community service and also fun, because you got lots of sports here to do some fun stuff with student life.
Yes, we do.
Thank you all for being with us. We do appreciate it. All right, we got a lot more coming up right here from the campus of Coastal Carolina University. Stay with us. We'll be back.
We joined the Chamber back in December, and we felt like the Chamber would give us a great door to the community. We have found that coming to the business after hours and going to ribbon cuttings has helped us to meet businesses and business leaders and help us to grow our business by making those connections and relationships. We've also attended many of the training sessions that the Chamber has to offer and taken advantage of a lot of the Chamber member discounts. We found nothing but help from all of the staff, and we appreciate that.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live on the road with the Conway Chamber right here at Coastal Carolina University, a beautiful campus, and we're going to find out a lot more about it.
That's right. We were with Dr. Ralph Byington, and he is the provost here at CCU. And Dr. Byington, tell us about what's on the front of your desk for students here and being the provost.
Well, I think if you think about this campus in particular, we're interested in educating the whole student. I think that's very important to us, making sure we provide opportunities not only for the academic excellence, but also other programs. In addition to that, something that's very strong at Coastal is experiential learning. With experiential learning or experienced at Coastal, we're interested in giving students opportunities, either for internships or for community service, or even dealing with research projects with our faculty.
Okay. And Dr. DeMonte, tell me about student success. Why is that so important? And of course, global initiatives as well.
Right. Well, I mean, one thing is the cost of education today means you have to have a high return, right? We expect that. Our families expect that. Our students should expect that. But the experience they're going to have here is exceptional. Between being involved in research, over 1,300 students, being involved in internships, over 1,900 last year alone, being able to be invested with faculty members who know their names and care that they're there and care about their transformation as an individual, being able to invest in their community through service learning opportunities, and knowing that their disciplines are guided by faculty who really know what's on the cutting edge of being able to help build them into experts in those fields, lead them to successful graduate programs or careers, whether in our community or around the world, I think is really critical.
And personal experiences is what makes a good relationship a good and a successful then student, young person, and career.
That's
for
right,
somebody.
that's right.
That's fantastic.
All right, now I've got to say, y'all do so much for the students here, Ralph. It's unbelievable what y'all do. Y'all really care about your students.
Oh, definitely. There's no doubt about it. If you think even from our core and what we do with our liberal arts education, giving the students the ability for critical thinking skills, for communications, it's just so important that they get that firm foundation to be able then to move into their academic programs.
So it's important for people who are looking for somewhere to go to college, you might want to look at Coastal Carolina University.
You definitely want to look at Coastal.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely do. And I know that with my education, that was the best part of it, the one-on-one relationships with my professors and with the faculty and staff. So you guys are doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank y'all.
You guys stay tuned. We will be right back on the road with Conway at CCU.
Conway Chamber of Commerce has really helped me a lot with business as far as advertising and getting the word out there, and then everything they have to offer benefits-wise, getting out there, meeting new people, meeting new business owners, chatting, and it really helps get your name out there. And they're just awesome people. If you're not a part of it, you definitely got to be a part of the Conway Chamber. They have got me a lot of business in the past month since I've been with them, and any questions I've had, I can always come to them, ask them, and they really help me out.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road in Conway.
And welcome back, everybody, to Carolina and Company Live on the road in Conway, and we're at beautiful Coastal Carolina University. And let me tell you, this is a beautiful place, and we got more we're going to talk about.
That's right. We're with Mark Roach, the vice president here, and CCU has a great team that you've put together to raise funds for CCU. Tell me about your team.
You know, we do. We have 21 members, and we're growing, and we encompass everything from academics to athletics and also alumni. In that, we have a data research department, and then also a research department that's focused on our donors. So very, very fortunate and excited about our team.
All right, and now there's an endowment campaign, I'm In. Tell me what that is.
You know, this is something the president had decided was of utmost importance for the university for several reasons. But one of the things that happens is that with the university, we're ranked on our endowment, and so with that, you know, it's very important. It's a very important criteria as far as how we're ranked. Also, you know, with our students, we have two types of students. We have the students that are, you know, very blessed academically, and so we have to be competitive scholarship-wise, but also those students that are, you know, in financial need. Okay. And so that's another, you know, reason for this campaign. So, you know, when we look at this overall, it's just a great time for the, you know, for the community to come together and to support all the things that Coastal does.
And I think we're going to hear from some of those students right now.
Receiving a scholarship has really given me a peace of mind. I can think about the next chapter in my life without having to account for student debt.
Because of generous donations, I will be graduating with a bachelor's degree in biochemistry, completely debt-free.
Without support, the program I'm in would stop growing.
I've been pushed to pursue academic excellence. I feel the support from the university, and I know that there are people in my corner.
I have been given the opportunity to work with professionals and doctors in my field of study, which has ultimately helped prepare me for my future career.
I've been able to meet people in the field who are doing what I want to do. And so when I graduate, I've already got those connections, I've already got those networking skills, and I'll be able to jump right in.
This support has allowed me the time to develop my skills both academically and in the community, and it has also allowed me the time to grow as a leader.
My dream of attending college has come true. I really feel a sense of belonging, purpose, and support from the university.
With a scholarship, I'm more likely to succeed. I'm more likely to graduate and go on to have a successful career. You know, it's priceless.
As a scholarship recipient, I am prepared to help build a better future and play an important role in our society.
Because of others, I'm in.
Because of the generosity of others and my enhanced education, I'm in.
Because of the unique experiences afforded me, I'm in.
And there are a number of ways people can give and get involved in the campaign. One, of course, is our website, and they can go there and find out information about the campaign. But also, if they'll call our office and schedule a time where we can show them this beautiful campus and all that's happening. You know, when we get them here and see the excitement of the campus, it makes a difference. So we're very excited about the opportunities and hope people will come and join us and say, I'm in.
That's awesome. Thank you, Mark. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, we will be right back. We're on the road with the Conway Chamber of Commerce out here at Coastal Carolina University. Stay tuned.
We've been involved with the Chamber for 3 generations now. They've been very beneficial to us in many different ways, through business after hours, many other different initiatives that they put together and host for all the many different members. The Chamber has been a great voice for the members when dealing with local government affairs. So do yourself a favor and talk with the girls at the Chamber. I think you'll be satisfied.
And welcome back, everybody, to Carolina and Company Live. We're on the road with the Conway Chamber. We're right here at Coastal Carolina University. And this time, we're going to be talking a lot about sports.
That's right. We're at the sports complex, and we've got the coaches with us. And Coach Gilmore, tell us about Omaha. What was your, an incredible experience. What was your most memorable thing that happened there, or your biggest takeaway from that?
Well, most memorable moment had to be watching Alex Cunningham throw that last pitch.
Yeah.
For a strike, and we get a strikeout, and the chaos that occurred immediately after that was incredible, and you know, just the emotions that came out during that moment in time was absolutely incredible.
Coach, you've dreamed about that for so long. For so long, you've dreamed about that moment.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt. You know, and you know, there was a hand on me through that whole process that guided me through some things that kind of changed me as a coach during the process, not just Omaha, but you know, down in Baton Rouge as well, and even in Raleigh. And it was an unbelievable experience for me as a person, not just as a coach, but spiritually as well. Some things happened to me as a person that I think changed my life forever.
That's incredible growth.
Next season, everybody's going to be looking at you. There is the team right there, you know, and that's what everybody's going to be looking at you. You're going to have to give a little more there.
Yeah, talking about
Dr. DeCenzo's already told me he expects a repeat. You know, like I told him it took me 21 years. I'm going to be awful old if it takes that many times.
So speaking of next year, you've been out recruiting. How's that going? What are you looking at?
It's great. I mean, the number one thing that's so neat is no longer do I have to explain where Coastal Carolina University is. No longer do I have to explain to them what a Chanticleer is.
That's
it's incredible. Get right on to getting after it from the first second we start talking. So, you know, it's going to make differences, and dividends will be paid, you know, in years to come.
That's right. All right. Now, Matt, you're the director of athletics here, and you've been so involved in athletics here at CCU. You know, the baseball thing didn't happen overnight. Talk about athletics and your goals.
No, it didn't happen overnight. You know, this guy, from the time I arrived, which was only a couple of years after Gary did, you know, you could tell right away that was his goal, was to get to that level. And I think we've been putting the blocks in place, building blocks for 2 decades to make that happen. So it always has been a part of our strategy. You got to go out and do it on the field, and obviously you need some breaks when that happens, as any coach will tell you. But I think we were putting the infrastructure in place, and that's what's so gratifying, because I think we all had the shared vision to get there. It's been an incredible run for us, and it's allowed us to tell the Coastal story, which we tell every day, but it allowed us to tell it on a national stage, and that pays huge dividends.
Right. And what have you seen since then to come?
Well, I think every day someone has tried to engage with us in some manner. You know, you still get emails, you know, wanting, hey, can you mail me a shirt, to people that are interested in playing for us. You know, there's a lot of attention nationwide, I think, at wanting to find out more about our university. And the great part for me is that it allows us to utilize athletics as a portal to drive people to the other things that are happening here. There's a lot of amazing things happening at this university, and you know, we love to be maybe the front lines of getting that attention and people attracted to the school.
And
awesome.
shirt sales and everything else has really picked up.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've sold a few shirts and hats.
A few shirts now. Now, Coach, you lead a very highly successful football program here. Tell us what you're doing mentally, physically, getting the guys ready for season.
Well, I think the number one thing we have is the momentum from the baseball championship.
Sure.
That's something not only football, but every athletic team we have is incredibly proud of. So over the span of August, that's our preseason and camp where we're getting ready for the season. And we've got to make sure that we're going through a process that's actually, we're not trying to play the season now, we're not trying to play a game. We're preparing for the things that we know we're going to need to do as the season starts. So we're focused on the offense, the defense, and the special teams. We have one big change in our offense relative to other years. We've always had a really outstanding quarterback for the last few years. That quarterback is gone now. So we've got younger kids, and the key for our coaching staff is not take the guys we have and try to fit them into the system we have. We want to adapt and adjust the system to their strengths. And if we do that, we could be okay.
All right, now you're looking at bringing in some guys. I'm sure you've done the recruiting and everything now. You got any outstanding guys from the area?
Well, we certainly have people from the area, yeah. I mean, our backup quarterback right now is Adrian McCall from Villa. And we've got a handful of other guys. We probably got about 10 guys from the area. So if I pick on one of those guys, I'm going to have 8 guys mad at me.
You've done a lot of recruiting there. What's the furthest person you've brought from?
Massachusetts and Florida. Wow. So when we got here, pretty much we recruited 300 miles, but we can't get the quality of athlete who also has good character and reasonable academic credentials in that area. So we would recruit the entire Eastern Seaboard. So most of the time, probably 11 or 12 states.
And that's something you are big on, individual success, not only building the person, and then that builds the team. Tell me about that.
When you think in terms of what our jobs are, I think any great athletic program at the college level needs to be able to have 2 things. One, you got to be able to win, because if you don't win, you don't have credibility. But the other piece, our job is to prepare a foundation upon which our guys are going to build their lives later on. And that is a critical part of what we do, and it's an important part of what we do in football, but also Gary does it, and all of our coaches do that.
There's a lot of love in this program. After the game, you could see on national television the love they gave for you, Coach. I mean, it was just amazing. I could see the tears in your eyes, and I know it was a touching moment when all those guys came over to you.
It was a culmination of dreaming not only that your baseball program wins a national championship, but I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I knew what it meant for our university. I mean, my heart's been in this school all my life, and to see the changes in it, to see people, in all honesty, have more pride in wearing our T-shirt in Myrtle Beach and Conway and Georgetown than they do a South Carolina or Clemson one has been an incredible change for me. I didn't think I'd ever see it in my lifetime, and it's something I'm very, very proud of, as I know Joe is too. All of a sudden you see the Teal Nation really come to life.
Definitely put you guys, solidified you on the map. People know who you are, which is really fantastic.
Matt, this is going to be a good year. Everything's going to be great this year, right?
Absolutely. As we go into the Sun Belt, it's a big transitional year for us. A lot of new teams and faces, but we're excited about it.
That's great.
Right.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, big success this year. We wish you the best.
Thank
you
you.
so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, you guys stay tuned. We'll be back with more Carolina and Company Live here at CCU.
We are a member of the Conway Chamber of Commerce. They have helped us tremendously with our business. They promote our business on their website. They do their email blast 2 times a week to all of their members. They help market our business with promotions for all the newcomers in the area. They also help distribute our informational brochures downtown in the lobby of the Conway Main Street office. And our business relationship with the Chamber is more like a family instead of a business endeavor.
And welcome back, everybody. Coastal Carolina is where we are, and we're on the road with the Conway Chamber, and we've had a great show so far, and look who's with us now.
That's right, none other than Sydney from the Conway Chamber of Commerce. Sydney, tell us what's going on with the Chamber.
Well, we have our leadership program going on. We're still taking applications for that. The deadline was August 19th, but we still have some openings, so we're taking applications for that. And then our annual meeting, which is kind of our end of the year recap of small businesses and all our success throughout the year and our members' success, is going to be October 20th. Okay. And it starts at 5:30 and it goes on to about 10:30 throughout the night. We'll have some chamber awards and community awards to hand out. We're still accepting sponsorships. There'll be an open bar. Tickets are $40 a piece, and if you sponsor, you do get complimentary tickets. But those are our two big things coming up.
Okay, so for that meeting, what do you need to do to sign up? Who do I need to contact? You?
You can just contact the Chamber at 843-248-2273. There's also information on our website at conwayscchamber.com.
All right, now, people watching this on the road with the Conway Chamber, how can they get involved if they want to be on this show? Tell them how to do it.
Yep, just call us. The phone number again is 843-248-2273. Tammy's kind of putting everything together, so they can ask for Tammy or me. We'll get them situated, and there's more information on our website too about the show.
And it's been so successful for Conway.
It's been great, and you know, Amanda said it best. Conway's the little hidden gem, and we've showcased so many businesses and new things and members throughout the show. It's been great.
Oh man! Awesome. All right, we love that. Thanks for all that information too. All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
A few things the Chamber's done for us here in Conway at Highway 55 is they helped us with our ribbon cutting for our grand opening. They do a lot of advertising. They've helped us as far as putting packets together for new people moving into the neighborhood. They've helped us get to know a lot of the locals, a lot of the other business owners in the area, and show them what's available to us.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road in Conway.
And welcome back, everybody, to Carolina and Company Live on the road for the Conway Chamber of Commerce right here at Coastal Carolina University. And let me tell you, we've had a great time to play. This is a great place, isn't it?
It sure is. Student activity, education, everything you can want, and also sports. We learned about all the sports teams, and I'm telling you, they've got a great year ahead of them.
I'll tell you, when I first got into television in 1972, there was one building on campus. Now, I can't even count how many buildings. This place is growing, and it's going to continue to grow. Thanks so much for watching today. We appreciate it, and guess what? We'll see them tomorrow.
That's right.
All right.
See you guys
then. Have a good one.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.